this one I'm going to be doing the garlic mash topped lamb meatloaf with peas, not my favourite by the way, and onion gravy. So it's a lot of peas. That's a lot of peas. It tells you on the left here exactly what's included for 2, 3 or 4 people. I do make it for 4 people, 5 recipes, and then I freeze what I don't need, and I will show you how I freeze them so that you are aware. And on here is the nutritional information, if you can see that, if it wants to focus. It's not focusing well, is it? Let's see. Ooh, had a little bit of a blip too. Wow, this is not clear at all. Anyway, 473 calories. So I will do the preparation of the veg here because I have to sit in anyway. But I'm not going to do the whole of it for you. I won't bore you that much with it. But then it gives you your step-by-step things. All the food's delivered to you, which is really handy. You have to unpack it. Because I don't cook on the same day I've received them, then I do freeze the things. So like the meat here has been frozen, the mozzarella cheese has been frozen, so there's lots of things which I freeze. Peas I've frozen, but the rest of it is pretty much fresh and ready to go, like the onions and stuff like that. Don't need to freeze. So all right, thank you very much. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, these are the ingredients, and this is going to make the garlic mashed top lamb meatloaf, which looks delicious. Again, this is your calories down here, and you also have how long it's going to take, about 45 minutes to an hour, gluten free and dairy free. There you go. So these are the items that it has, and I've checked this off already to make sure everything's there, and then your instructions of how to do it. Obviously it's not all going to take time prepping and things like that. It will be in the oven for a while. So we've got some nice fresh lamb, which is here. We have some potatoes to make some mash, and we used to get like, recipes when I first started doing this, a lot of the meals had 8 potatoes. 6 is fine. And then you've got some beef stock, which is a beef stock intense, so I'm assuming that's got better flavour. Got peas. I have to be honest, peas are not my favourite thing, but nevertheless this did look really good. I think the meatloaf looks good. And then we have some onions, so just check everything off before you start to make sure you have everything. They're really good, like I said before, you know, refunding if you have any problems. Okay, so the only vegetables we really need to do anything with is the potatoes, onion and garlic. Potatoes we are going to boil in a saucepan, so I'm going to put my potatoes straight in a saucepan with whole garlic except for the skins. So all you've got to do is peel them, no chopping or anything, and that's all going to be boiled together. We are going to slice the onions, and this is going to become an onion gravy for our meatloaf. So like I say, the onions are just going to be sliced. So like I say, I've kind of had my product a good few days, so it doesn't normally have ears on or anything, but I've probably had them over a week, maybe almost 2. I did freeze the meat, just so you don't have to panic there that I'm eating very old meat, because you know, I'm not. And just cut this into wedges so that it boils quicker. I'm sure you know how to do this, and I'm just putting this straight in a pan, as I will add the garlic to it like that. I wonder how garlic it's going to be with it cooked like that. I don't know that I've ever cooked garlic that way before. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't, can't recall. And like I say, going to get rid of the rest of the ears for this on the potatoes and get those all chopped up with some salt and pepper, because I'm sure it probably wants that anyway. You know, it doesn't say it does, but it's going to get salt and pepper. And then garlic wise, if you cut off the ends and then just smash it with your knife, then, ow, sorry about the noise, just want to make sure you're awake, and the whole of it clove goes in like that, and you need 4 of them. Onion wise, I'll get you to do that, the rest of that in a minute. Onion wise, you are just going to slice it. So this is just how I do my onions. I'm not professional, obviously. Otherwise I'm sure I'd be doing it a different way. Put all my trash in one place. I don't know why I'm not. I'm kind of spreading myself around here. And then just peel it. I still need some peeling done on this one. And then just slice it. So I'm not even going to break it in half or anything. I'm just going to slice it as it is. It says finely sliced, but I'm not that good. Probably I could get my mixer out and make it a lot finer, but I don't know. I'm sure it tastes great one way or another. And then just slice this, and if you're going to put it straight into a container, you're going to want your it to go in a frying pan, basically. Enough to add this along with some stock and some gravy items. And then the lamb adds into, like, you shape it like a meatloaf or two, depending on how many servings you're doing. And then you top it with that garlic mash, and that will work fine. You can see this one's really thick, but we will be fine. All right, gonna get all that prepped. I should have added, which I didn't, one of the onions has to be chopped, which will go in the meatloaf itself. So you want to chop it quite fine for that, otherwise it'll make a lot of clumps inside the meatloaf. All right, thought I'd better add that. Alrighty, and this is how it looks, and it looks kind of like this, but not quite. I think I've managed actually to keep mine more inside, like a beef Wellington, than what they have. But it still works. So as far as cooking goes, it could have done with longer on the first stage. So what you do is you cook the meatloaf, you form it into a meatloaf. I did two, and cook them together but separate. And you do that for like 15 minutes, and then you put the mash on it, and then you cook it again. So you boil the mash it down, and put it on top of here and cook it again. And then do it for another 10-15 minutes. So I found that the beef was slightly not done on the inside, not enough for my comfort anyway. So I would have given it a little bit longer on the first part of the cooking before the potato went on. Anyway, you serve it with peas, not my favourite thing, so I'm not going to talk about peas. Peas are peas. But the gravy looks lovely. I would like more of it, but let's get and see what it tastes like. I will let you know. Okay, it actually tastes really good. You could tell it's lamb. Tastes like lamb. I mean, I guess that's the good thing. Definitely could have done with more gravy. I mean, you can see here it looks like it's quite swimming in gravy. I like my meals more swimming, so definitely could have done with more of that, but it does taste fine. The garlic mash does taste like garlic, which surprised me. It's a good way of doing it, save you chopping it up. Anyway, I'm liking it. I will come back and show you how I put it all together for storage when I finish this. I mean, I would have this if I was rating it, by the way. I'd probably rate it about a 4, so it's not the top of the ones I had this week, but it is still pretty good. I would, like I say, I would have it again. It wouldn't necessarily be my top choice just because of the amount of gravy. I wished I had made more or diluted it more with water. Alright, be back in a bit with the frozen part. Okay, like I say, it doesn't really look much like this. Other than the peas look like peas, and the tops of the potato look like tops of potato, but it was very tasty. I would have it again. I would definitely increase the size of the gravy, whether I would put extra onion in, add excuse me, some more beef stock, add some more water. I would do something like that because it made it kind of a little dry for me. For freezing, I have portioned it in what I call a 3 portion. So I've got my peas here, got my gravy, because not everyone likes gravy smothered on everything except me. And then I've got my mash and beef, which you can see in there. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to add extra water into the gravy, and then just freeze it like that, and then it can be just warmed up in the microwave, would work. Or you might want to air fry or reheat this, or find another way. Anyway, that's what I'm doing with it. Like I say, I make quite a few portions over, so this will get eaten another time. I definitely wouldn't shy away from having it. Maybe I'd use a different veg for me, just because I'm not that keen on peas. That said, there's nothing wrong with them, other than for me, they feel like they're a bit of a waste of space, really. I don't know why, but a bit like corn. I'm not that keen on corn either. Maybe I'm just like was a kid or something. I had to go around chasing them around my plate, and it was too much work or something like that. Who knows? Some deep-rooted thing, I'm sure. Anyway, please do like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm only doing these recipes probably once a month. I just get 5 of them and put them up, see what your thoughts are, and also show you how I'm actually going to prepare the rest of them for eating during the month. I don't get to make them as soon as they're delivered, like I kind of said, although I did make sure that they were photographed right at the beginning so that you could see the quality of the food. Alrighty, do take care of yourselves, and please leave a comment and I will get back to you. Or